Hello, it's Ambeck from Ambeck's Bakery. This is a cake decorating channel, and I in particular do fake cakes. So all my cakes have a styrofoam core, and they are frosted with spackling. And usually this one's wet, but usually I let them dry 24 hours, at least 24 hours, before I start with the piping decoration. Spackling comes right out of a bucket, and you can get it at hardware stores. And I find that the consistency is very similar to American buttercream. So today I'm going to show you how to do a basket weave cake. It's very vintage. I do a lot of vintage cakes on this channel, and I don't think there's anything more vintage than basket weave. It's just the typical 1960s, 70s, 80s kind of cake that you would see, and it's particularly popular during like Easter time because people would make them into Easter baskets. So I have a basket weave tip right here. This is a very old tip. I don't see a number on it. This is probably one of the ones that I got from my grandmother. So I could recommend some sizes. But basically a basket weave tip is flat, and then it's completely flat on one side, and then the other side has these little tiny ridges that look like teeth. Okay, so we're gonna go and we're gonna start, and you just kind of have to have a steady hand, and you're always going to want to do 2. So you want even numbers on these, and you'll see what I mean in the end when you're finishing off the cake. Okay, I've got something stuck in the tip, so I'm gonna have to get a toothpick real quick. Okay. Okay, you just go straight up. Ooh, that's a little crooked. It's okay though. I'm trying to angle this so that my hand isn't in the way. Okay, so you hold your tip very flat up against the cake. You don't want to pull away, you don't want to go too fast, or that happens. I kind of used too much pressure and my hand wasn't moving fast enough. That's why it made that ripple. But I'm going to leave it as is, and I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to do it because, you know, it takes practice. Cake decorating primarily takes two things. One is the steady hand, and the second is lots of patience. You have to be patient with yourself, and you have to practice. So, but the patience part, it can be tough. It can be tough. So, okay, so when I made these lines, the space between the lines can't be any bigger than the top of your tip. Okay, so I'm going to do the crossover part, starting on top, and you bring it to where it touches this line. And then the next space down can't be any wider than this tip. This is a fake cake. I'm going to pick it up so you can see a little better. Okay, and then the next, when you start the next line, it is in between. And this one, basket weaves are a little time consuming, so give yourself some time. You don't want to see any white in between. And then of course I could have started off with the base of the cake being pink, so then you really wouldn't see, even if you make a mistake and leave a little gap, you won't see any white. You would only see pink, and that would camouflage it a lot better. Okay, so there it is. There's that beautiful basket weave. It's so nostalgic and vintage looking. I'm gonna go ahead and continue to do this all the way around the cake. And so just remember, when you're making your lines up, you want them to be an even number. Okay, and so here is the reason why you need to always do it, the lines even, because at the very last you should have one line left from where you started to where you're going to end. And since it's a basket weave, it's supposed to look like it's weaving. I don't know how else to explain it, but that's why you need an even number, or you know, the pattern would be off. It would be doubled up on the end. But that's if you really want to get it perfectly exact, looking like a basket. you can always, if you forget to do that, or if you mess that up, just put that as the back of your cake when you're displaying it. And a lot of people won't even notice. You know, sometimes we see our imperfections and we think that they're so big, and other people would never even notice something like that. But to get a really tight basket weave, you're going to want even numbers on your lines going up. Okay, so that's it. So a few options for the top is you can do the basket weave exactly the same way you do it on the sides on top, or you could do it just completely flat, or you can ice it flat and then do like a star tip border, shell border. And then you can add some flowers like this. Here, I'm going to move this real quick because I want you to see. It's a pretty cake. It's a very pretty cake. Add some flowers. You know, different sizes. You can add greenery. You can add a little bunny for Easter. Just like that. See the bunny just like nestled in between the flowers. You can add eggs. Some cute little eggs would look nice on top. I have these foam roses that I've been using lately. They look very pretty. So there's lots of ways to top it. That's up to you, what you do with your basket weave cake. But I thought I would show you an example of this, and I hope you learned a little bit from this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I can make some more cake decorating videos just for you guys. Okay, see you soon.